Negative. I knew no matter what I said, there'd be some kind of upside down twist on that. I appreciate opposition in all things.
Improper benefits to media.
Exactly right. Yeah. In fact, you might have to show your credentials now to get Cheetos. So I think probably the most amazing thing that's happened is Christian Stewart. So first of all, our McCoy Hill gets hurt in our first practice, and next thing I know, we're in a staff meeting, and Coach Beck is saying, my plan is to bring Stu back, and then the compliance red flags just started going up all over, and alarms, and like a sprinkler, a fire alert or something, and so, but it's legal, and so amazing that a former player with no game eligibility would be willing and wanted to practice, and so absolutely helped our team today. Our defense is getting a really good look as to what an active, mobile quarterback that can throw the ball looks like with experience. Our offensive players are developing because, again, we can throw it and catch it, and we can run our run game at a much higher level, and it allows us to now continue Taysom being groomed and grown at the level possible. So I'm not sure I've ever heard of anything like it before, but yeah, good for the media, good for you guys today where you have something to write about. Maybe a couple days. Can you stretch it to 2 or 3 days, Jay?
Sure we can.
I'm sure you can too, in a positive way.
That'll be hard.
I know it would be. It's maybe one. We'll go 1 to 2 ratio. 1 day positive for every 2. We'll start with that.
So the eligibility though is key. Like no more celebrity quarterback coming back for spring.
Not that I know of. So we're looking if Steve Young has any eligibility remaining. Robbie is close.
Ask Ty to come
Ty Detmer, we're looking at him. Mark Wilson. Yeah, so we're investigating, but right now that's Brandon is close, and so we'll see. But right now we're just going to stay with Stu.
Steve Sarkisian's busy.
Well, he says he is. I haven't seen him practice, but they say he's busy. So I know he likes to do other things, maybe golf and tennis and that kind of thing besides practice. But maybe on his off day.
Did you talk to Christian? Like,
yeah.
What was the conversation like talking to him?
I said, crap, you're like gum on my shoe. I can't get rid of you no matter. I pull it, I stretch it, and it just snaps back. So we laughed, and he was like, talk about a loyal alumni and someone that I think he was maybe more excited than I was that he gets to play football again. And our team, they already loved him before, and now he's like at idol status. In fact, there might be a statue under the Y would be good right there. Hey Stu, is a statue of you under the Y, would that be okay?
No, I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be right here.
Well, you weren't getting it until coming back in this setting, but now there's a chance.
All right. I like it.
So where are
Pretty
you at
cool.
on replacing your football ops guy and recruiting?
So the football ops position, there's a great chance, I'm not promising, there's a great chance that'll happen by this week. And then based on that position, that would leave at least one other position, which is the player personnel spot. And so that job has been posted. It'll probably close within a week, and then there's background checks, and at BYU that's pretty lengthy, and then the interview process. So I would say 3 to 4 weeks out still on the player personnel. Football ops could be named as soon as this week.
Robert said that he thought Taysom was way ahead of where he thought he would be. How does he appear to you?
And he looks really good. On Monday, I started my message with that. Not only in leadership, but poise and decision making. And I'm not talking only leading the team, but leading a group of seniors. And they're very united and pretty clear about what they'd like to accomplish. But then how he's playing on the field, we're really tailoring practice to get enough live work 11 on 11, but then tailor enough things where we can throw and catch with him, continuing his development. So our format is a little bit different as well, but man, I love where he is. He looks really good.
How do you see Bronson's role on this defense this year?
To be determined. So Bronson's role will be basically based on what and when I find 10 other players that will try really hard, know what to do, and can make a play, then that will determine where he plays. And so spring, where he's currently, is just a launch point. Right now, I'm determining who's trustworthy, who will try hard enough for me to even consider him. And he's one of them. I know. I don't know where I'm going to play him yet, though.
You look at all those guys. What do you look for as far as leadership, defensive leadership? What do they need to do?
First, they have to try hard, and that means making it through practice at a standard that it actually impresses me. And there's a ways to go that way. Once they do that, then if they actually know where to align and can help others get aligned, and then ultimately they have to make a play. So those 3 criteria. Will they try hard? Can they line up right and help others do the same? And then can they make the plays they need to make? And spring is a great chance, but first they have to actually just get onto the field from the sideline, and we're struggling with that right now.
Bronco, with the absence of Manoa and Stout in the middle, can you talk about the middle linebacker position, how it's kind of progressing there?
Yeah, it's progressing without players that played a lot last year. And watching our cut-ups, Zach Stout was maybe one of the big understatements of the year. I don't know how much attention he received, and he really played well. So it's a great chance for guys off their missions, Philip Amone, Adam Pulsifer, to get an opportunity. Jeremiah is getting a great chance to show what he can do as well, and Austin Heater. So a lot of competition in that room, which I like, and I think that'll help the whole group perform at a higher level. But I was happy that when I look back to a year ago, we just finished all of our cut-ups. They played well. Our D-line and our inside backers specifically, they did a nice job last year.
Second, how much have you had to change the structure of practice with the quarterback situation?
Quite a bit. Also, I would say not only because of the quarterback decision or situation, but just also in how much I like to see things done exactly right. And now that I'm more on the field in a more active role, yeah, we haven't made it through a full practice yet. We've made it through about 60% of a practice in terms of the things I had planned, but the number of times we're calling players back or doing things to have each period look correctly. So quality is what's driving it right now. The design is secondary right now to the quality of what each period is looking like.
Is there concern that that's bleeding over to the development at other positions?
It was until Stu showed up, and so we actually solved that on an off day, and so it hasn't. Our defense is developing well. Our offensive skill and line and run game can develop well. So what an awesome thing that I don't know how many other quarterbacks that their eligibility was exhausted for competition would come back and want to and be as excited as Stu is. And our team today, there was a celebration when I announced in the team room because they like him so much, but they also recognize we need him right now.
You're going to do your own thing right now, but did you happen to catch wind of BYU Gonzaga Saturday, and you know what's going on with that right now?
So I don't know if there's what's going on, but I was flying back from a clinic speech in Pittsburgh, and when I landed, Holly had told me that her text was, we won, and which is pretty cool. And so then I texted Dave after, and he was really happy for his players. I don't know what's happened since then, but yeah, it's pretty cool to be, I think they were third or second. Yeah, it's a big deal. I like it when big deals happen for BYU.
Anything else?
Okay.